What if I told you that one single decision I made, one which many people told me was crazy, led to the best year of my life? I decided to leave my very comfortable life in Vienna and follow my curiosity around the world. This is the story of what can happen when curiosity leads. This channel is about my journey, how I let curiosity lead me around the world. I want to entertain, inspire, or give you insights. The videos will be about the places I visited, the experiences I had there, and any other relevant topics. My name is Neal, and before this adventure began, I was living in Austria, in the beautiful city of Vienna.
Vienna has an amazing quality of life and has ranked most livable city in the world multiple times. And you feel it. The architecture, the coffee house culture, classical music venues, the vineyards right at the edge of the city, and the Danube are stunning. My life there was comfortable. Good job, great city, great friends. But even though my life there was great, I felt a curiosity inside of me for something else.
I always wanted to travel long term, not as a vacation, but as a way to experience life differently, to see how people live, and to see how a culture feels if you stay there long enough. And the longer I waited, the stronger this curiosity became.
I kept waiting for years for things to line up and the time to be right. Eventually, I realized something. Some moments will be better than others, but there will never be a perfect moment. I had just come out of a long relationship and felt, if not now, then when? There's also this often mentioned quote that has inspired me since I was a student, and it goes like this. 20 years from now, you will be more disappointed by the things that you didn't do than by the ones you did do. So throw off the bowlines, sail away from the safe harbor, catch the trade winds in your sails, explore, dream, discover. I wanted to take action and go pursue this dream. So I quit my job, took my backpack, and said yes to the unknown.
Reactions were very different. Most people were very excited for me. Some people said, "Oh, it's so brave," and they would never dare to do it for themselves. But as soon as this decision was made, I felt the excitement rising in me, and I started to count down the days until my life would turn upside down.
Once I made the decision, the romantic idea quickly turned into logistics. Suddenly, I had questions, a lot of them. What do you pack for a year across completely different climates? What backpack is big enough, but not too big? What vaccinations do I need? What insurance actually makes sense? How far in advance should I book anything, or should I not book anything at all? And then the bigger questions. What do I do with my apartment? My things? How do you say goodbye properly when you don't know when you'll be back? It was work. It was slightly overwhelming, but every small step made it more real. And at some point, there was no turning back. I've been traveling solo for over a year now. Different countries, different cultures, different ways of living. It started at sea. For 3 months, I circumnavigated the southern hemisphere by ship, crossing the Indian Ocean, touching Africa, sailing across the Atlantic to South America, passing through the Drake's Passage, and suddenly finding myself standing in Antarctica. From the silence of Antarctica to the mystery of Easter Island, thousands of kilometers from anywhere. And then back into the rhythm of everyday life across Asia. 3 months in Japan, from Tokyo all the way to the southern tip of Kyushu, even trying hitchhiking for the first time. In South Korea, I was invited to a wedding, celebrating with people I had only just met, experiencing a culture not as a tourist, but as a guest. In mainland China and Taiwan, I searched for traces of my family's missionary roots, walking through places that once shaped my own history. There were moments of pure natural beauty, the beaches of the Philippines, the vast caves of Vietnam, and standing in front of Angkor Wat in Cambodia, completely speechless. But what stayed with me the most wasn't just the places, it was the people. Conversations with strangers who didn't stay strangers for long. Shared meals, shared stories, shared curiosity. I started this journey thinking I would discover the world. Instead, I discovered how deeply connected we already are. It has been the most extraordinary year of my life, a privilege to wake up each day and decide how to spend it, to follow my curiosity wherever it led. And I'm not done following it just yet.
This channel is for people who want to travel someday, people who are not able to travel themselves, or people who would like to see how a foreigner experiences their country. Or anybody who is curious to see the world through somebody else's eyes. Whoever you are welcome here. I would like to take you with me on this journey. Quick honest note, this is my first ever YouTube video. I'm doing everything on my mobile phone and I'm learning as I go. My plan is to upload weekly videos, keep things structured, and improve over time. I genuinely appreciate constructive feedback.
The first 3 months of my trip I spent on a cruise ship called the Peace Boat. They are a Japanese NGO doing fantastic work, collaborating with the United Nations and focusing on peace, human rights, and sustainability. With them, I sailed across oceans most of us only see on maps. The Indian Ocean, the Atlantic, the Pacific. We traveled from Asia to Africa, to South America, via the Polynesian Islands, and back to Asia, literally sailing around the world. We often moved for many days, seeing nothing but water everywhere around us, until all of a sudden, either tiny remote islands or massive continents start to appear on the horizon. I got to actually dock in places I had only read about. The ship was a floating micro-world. People from different countries, backgrounds, generations, all sharing one moving home. And that's where this story really begins.
This channel exists because I let my curiosity lead. I invite you to do the same. Let your curiosity lead you and follow me on this journey. I'll see you in the next one.